Silver rain on the backboard. Chain that's coughing when my pulse kicks hard.
Yeah. Court lights humming the drizzle, asphalt slick like a lie. 4 in the morning, no crowd, just my breath in the sky. Portal halos round Jordans, chalk lines fighting to stay. We used to mob this rectangle, now it's my hideaway. I remember dice by the baseline, smoke fog in the lane. OGs betting on crossovers with a snub in the frame. Trash talk spilling like liquor, we can settle off court. Same night somebody vanished, no appeal, no report. Now I'm here with a duffel, paperwork in my grip. Turn them in brackets, sponsors turning shots into chips. Whistle tucked in my hoodie, I run leagues for the youth. Teach them screens and statistics, not just aim for a tooth. Little homie with a face scar says he born for the beef. I put a ball in his palm, show him box scores relief. Tell him you drop 30 here, you get letters and calls. You drop 1 in the street, you get cement and walls. Bleachers creak with the memory of the ones who ain't show. Storm drains, I'm like they humming all the names we know. I'm posted up by the sideline, clipboard where piece 1 set. If they ask where the gun went, I say under the stack. If the crowd only loves when you're close to your grave, why bleed for applause from the half-fake brave? If your rage got aim but no long-term lane, throw it at the rim, let it drain that pain. Black top, rain sermon, let the chain speak truth. Every drop on the heart, washing off that youth. If you came from the glare of a barrel at night, lift both hands up, choose chord over fight. Black top, rain sermon, concrete choir and sing. We baptize this hood with more than they think. A summer hits, bleachers packed, vendors lying on the grass. Grill smoke, kids run, no hearse doing laps. 2 teams from rival blocks, lacing up on my floor. History tight in their shoulders, old rumors at the door. I call captains to the circle, make them look in my face. Tell them win by the scoreboard. Not a chalk trace, they dap up uneasy, but the contract is set. Any foul off the whistle, cost the whole squad dead. Game start, pace vicious, crossovers, near crimes. 3 balls, ripping through tension, net singing in chimes. Sidewalk judges get quiet, can't deny what they see. Same dudes they call monsters, running plays cleanly. 4th quarter, 1 hard foul, whole crowd, holds breath. 1 shove, could tip centuries, back toward, what death. Scarface on me from earlier steps in. Palms out, says we came here to hoop, cause it's static. No clout, I blow whistle, reset, in the gym, sky rolls. Not for blood on the concrete, but for closing that door. Later recounts tournament cash, splits fed with his crews. Says this feel like respect, more than anything I knew. If control of your temper brings more to your side, that's a weapon that pays, not a wound in your pride. If it triggers the shortcut, they begging you choose. Let them beg by themselves while you learn how to lose. And when clock rain sermon, let the chain speak truth. Every drop on the heart, washing off that youth. If you came from the glare of a barrel at night, lift both hands up, choose chord over fight. Black top, rain sermon, concrete choir and sing. We baptize this hood with more than they think. I seen halos made of sweatbands, not chalk lines white. Seen a war called timeout, cause the jumper fell right. If survival feels soft to the ones half grown, let them choke on the script while you claim your throne. Black top, rain sermon, crowd, voice to the sky. We ain't props for they miss, we decide who die. If the legend want martyrs, let it start tonight. We pick trophies and birthdays over tunnels of light. Black top, rain sermon, whole block in the frame. Real ones play long game. Rewrite what Gangsta came.
Parking garage echo. Rooftop glow. Every engine below votes for war wisdom.
Boarded up mall off the freeway, food court full of dust. Escalator stuck mid-sentence like they lost our trust. We turned this course to a council, folding chairs in the ring. LED, lanterns flicker while the night shift sing. Whole squad from different sections, H-Town, Watts, New Orleans. Gold teeth, nose rings, tattoos, duffels full of past scenes. 1 homie fresh off papers, 1 still fighting in court. 1 run legit detailing, 1 got plugs at the port. We ain't saints, we ain't victims, we the glitch hatching the scheme, figuring out how to flip what they built to redeem. Blueprint spread on a kiosk where they used to sell chains. Now we marking up trucking routes, clothing lines, domains. Security golf cart circling, boy guard half asleep. He don't know up on level 6, wolves learn how to keep. I say we don't being product, let's be factory owners. Turn our corners to campuses, all hitters to donors. Nobody laugh, they just nod. Heavy silence, big stakes. We all bury some brothers for some Instagram takes. If the power been crooked, we bend it back. If the game been scripted, we hack that track. No more dying as extras in they prestige scene. We drafting our saga on this ghost machine. Southwest Shadow Council plotting in the dark. Turn a dead all night to a live new spark. If you really bout respect, build your side. Whole city in the rafters when our plans collide. Southwest Shadow Council, no talk cheap. Every vow backed up by the roots we keep. We got one from Fifth Ward, talking food truck fleets. One from Inglewood, coding drives, flipping receipts. Shorty out of Bankhead, sketching logos on shoes. Girl from Southside, streaming strategies in news. We speak softly about ARs, loudly about IRS, about zoning permit lawyers, cleaning up our mess. Not to sanitize stories, but to control the end, so no suit can narrate us as a savage trend. New Orleans red breakdown, grants between sips of tea. Memphis cat, pitch security teams moving low key. We still from where it's crack pipes and parole in a purse, where text in all caps can summon something worse. But the circle ain't for flexing. What we still could do is for shrinking those funerals down to near zero. Young gun with a face tag gripping onto his chest, as if they slide on my cousin. All this talk ain't fair. We don't shame them, we feel it. That's the fracture we know. But we map what retaliation really costs the road. Screen shine on spreadsheets, not on beef gone viral. We want long-term survival, not a crowd in denial. If the threat feel holy, let the facts dissect. Who cashing on chaos, who cashing on respect? If the move leaving nieces sleeping on the floor, that move was never gangster, that was free labor for war. Southwest Shadow Council plotting in the dark. Turn a dead all night to a live new spark. If you really bout respect, build your side. Whole city in the rafters when our plans collide. Southwest Shadow Council, no talk cheap. Every vow backed up by the roots we keep. Under busted skylights, revolution mundane. Just pens, open laptops, and a shifted brain. No parade, no anthem yet, just the intent. But empires start quiet in abandoned cement. Southwest Shadow Council, right there cold. From the cul-de-sacs, dusted to the harbor road. If the legend need our blood, we revoke that myth. Sign our names as owners on a new day glyph. Fans high for the crews that refuse to be sold. Blueprints in the shadows, hearts giant cold. When the lights come on, we'll already be kings. Not by fear, but receipts and the change that bring.
Demolition dust in my lungs, bass in my chest, I refuse to vanish quiet.
They knocked down our buildings, left a fenced off bruise. Spray paint, ghosts on plywood, spelling half-broke truths. Developers and polos pointing fingers at charts, while our old block parties live tattooed on hearts. I'm walking through gravel where the courtyard was live. DJ booth on the balcony, grill, smoke, drums, jive. Now it's hard hats, blueprint stage, plants in the truck. Same corners they call savage, getting flipped for a buck. I remember dice in the hallway, slow jams through vents. Aunties yelling off landers, kids racing for cents. Now Felici signs, lean smugging they tinted glass. Pet boutique where the homie once was skipping class. Real ones never had name tags, only scars and rent. Only EBT stretches, late fees, side hustles bent. They so danger on TV, then bought cheap our land. Now they bite through our history with a latte in hand. I'm posted at the chain link, fitted low, eyes sharp. Polaroids in my head of every rooftop park. If they think we all faded with the brick and mold, they ain't checked the new ciphers, ain't felt this cold.
You can move every wall, can't evict our sound. We adapt, relocate, plant flags in new ground. If the story they write cuts our names out clean, we tagging every skyline with the truth unseen. Coastline anthem, let the rubble sing. Hands to the heavens for the real that clean. If they pave our block, we'll haunt them.
me on a scooter weaving through fresh glass doors. Used to hide broken steps, now it's swipe cards and floors. Security eyeing his hoodie like a crime in motion, while they sip craft drinks on our buried devotion. I take them to the murals, they ain't bought off yet. Names of friends, dates, halos, cigarette. Tell them this was where your uncle spun records till 3, where your moms met your pops over cabbage and beets. Now they market the zippers up and coming so safe. Erase struggle, keep culture res, interior decorates. He say what we do, I eat, burn it down, crash shells. I say nah, buy shares, learn laws, build wells, open shops they can't front on the deed, not just keys. Make sure every slick meeting got our cousins in seats. West Coast sunset bleeds pink, over lofts too clean. ATL cranes do the same old gleam routine. From Southside blocks to Oakland, same script, same shove. Raise the rent, call it progress, call our memories thugs. But we still break beats in garages, yards, lots. Still sell plates out the trunk, still connect these dots. If the system writes us out, we bootleg our page. We gon' headline our story, not just die for their stage. You can dress up the block, can't purchase our vein. We the echo in pipes, we the tag in the rain. If the blueprint says erase, we redraw every verse like a lawsuit, every bar like law. Don't slide anthem, let the rebels sing. Hands to the heavens for the real that claim. If they pave our block, we'll hunt they plans. Whole crowd stomping like a marching band. Don't slide anthem, we still own this night. Turn that dirt to a stage, make them see our light, 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 our light. If your home turns showroom while you still low pain, you ain't crazy to rage, but aim that flame. Don't die for a story where your comic relief be the glitch in they profit, be the landlord of grief. Ghost slide anthem, shake they fragile peace. We survive their lens, we survive police. If they flip our laws to boost they brand, we flip that beat, make a counterland. Ghost slide anthem, whole block in sync. We still here spray painting permanent ink. No ghosts, just bodies that refuse that in. New dirt, same soul, let the chant transcend.
Great morning over the projects, breath smoking, heart already marching. Corner store window sweating, scratch off dust on a sill. Bus stop bench with a blanket, someone chasing a pill. Chain link fence with a jersey tied, sun faded and torn. Underneath in black marker, ain't nobody we born. But I seen different in fragments, little flashes in clay. Like the homie who left payroll to go lead in the bay. High rises lean over alleys like giants ready to fall. Steam ghosts from the manholes, train hum under it all. I'm walking with a backpack full of flyers and files. Club dates, vendor invoices, city stamps, long miles. I came up off a mattress on a living room floor, where the cops knew our doorway like a revolving door. Now promoter try shaving on my digits backstage. I slide him his own signature, watch him swallow that rage. Real pressure ain't opposed with a weapon on cam. It's your brother in the system, it's your mom with no plan. Fog rolling from the freeway, wrap the block like a shawl. I breathe deep, hear the echo of a juvenile call. Short kid under the staircase carving threats in his phone. Talking step out, I'm ready like revenge on a loan. I ask him who you copy, some man already dead. You rehearsing his ending while he's stuck in your head. If the story you repeating never gave you bread, why you quoting it daily like a prayer you bled? Every path you admire left somebody misled. Write a page of your own, don't recite the undead. Fog belt parables, carved in brick and breath. Tell them staying alive can be harder than death. Raise your voice if you know that the script been wrong. We can walk through the smoke and still come out strong. Fog belt parables, block quiet, no saints, just the ones who adapt and repaint constraints. Late at night in another zip, southbound rail in my ear. Warehouse show by the freight yard, backs tight, minds clear. Security in hoodies, not suits, but the code still firm. No foul play in the shadows, every bag we confirm. Beat hits, crowd leaning, I could sell them a lie, but I talk about clauses, about lawyers nearby. I tell them about the cousin who went down for a dare, while the one who said do it never once showed there. That's the pattern, I'm hunting every verse that I write. Give the demon a spotlight, show the wires at night. Houston fog on the bayou, muffled horns through the mist. Old head on the balcony, twisting tails with a twist. He said I did my dirt, lost my whole damn squad. If I had half your vision, I'd have leaned on God. Chicago wind through the project, snow powder in the grate. Young queen selling hair bundles, building rent, dodging fate. I buy some I don't need just to sponsor a drive.
live. Tell her use this as starter, get your cousin a job. No camera, no sermon, just deposits of proof that we can move like generals without soldiers aloof. I've been on with a temper, had to bury that steel. Now I chamber my patience, let that flame stay sealed. If they slide in my circle with a one-way war, we escort them to the exit, let them bark at the door. If the love from your set only lives in a hearse, rethink who you salute when you quote they verse. If the toughest in the room never built, just curse. Turn your back on that script, write a new universe. Belt parable, carved in brick and breath. Tell them staying alive can be harder than death. Raise your voice if you know that the script been wrong. We can walk through the smoke and still come out strong. Belt parable, block quiet, no saints, just the ones who adapt and repaint constraints. No stained glass saviors, just fluorescent flicker. Just a boy with a choice, just a girl getting quicker. If the legend they selling puts you flat in the ground, flip that fable for profit, turn that curse around. Call belt parables, echo off steel stairs. Every step that we take contradicts despair. If the old tales hunger for your last breath spent, starve them out with new chapters grown intact. Belt parables, whole crowd in reply. We ain't dying for a storyline somebody else supply.
Still wind cuts my face. Harbor lights blinking like they judging my soul.
Container stacks, lean heavy, rush cars right in the dome. Forklift forks glide silent, neon vest ghost on the lawn. Salt on my tongue from the base, I cold metal under my palm. Big ship spine in the distance, engine chanting the song. Warehouse wall with a mural, kids eye sharpen the paint. Underneath the small letters, nobody saving the saint. I'm standing where cranes throw shadows, like long barrel doubt. Custom dogs sniff the trailers, guards pacing their route. My jacket smell like diesel, paper, motel AC. Manifest tucked in the pocket, terms memorized clean. Doc Foreman give a nod, knows I'm straight with the crew. Knows I don't chase illusion, I make contracts come true. Short tempers at the chain link, steel toe boots on glass. Arguments sparks like flint rock, one push both crash. I seen too many loud legends fade in the red tape and chalk, so I keep my name off nonsense, let my bank do the talk. Streets said crash out for honor, court said ride in the cage. I said I flip all this pressure to a warehouse wage. Harbor siren starts howling while a go rips through trash. I'm counting heads in my circle, cutting dead weight fast. If the move feeds fear, let it ride in your throat. If the pride needs blood, send it home without vote. If the cash ain't clean, leave it stuck on that boat. You ain't weak for that choice, you just rewrote the note. Portside courtroom, I ran my own mind. Raise your fist if you choose in a different design. We came from the alleys where the cold still sing. Now we stand in the open, making law our ring. If the move feeds fear, let it rot in your throat. If the pride needs blood, send it home without vote. If the cash ain't clean, leave it stuck on that boat. You ain't weak for that choice, you just rewrote the note. Portside courtroom, I ran my own mind. Raise your fist if you choose in a different design. We came from the alleys where the cold still sing. Now we stand in the open, making law our reign. Portside courtroom, no stunt, no mask. Only verdict we honor, it's survive and surpass. Portside courtroom, no stunt, no mask. Only verdict we honor, it's survive and surpass. Night shift on the pier, hums, tugboats blinking the road. Chain clank mixing with rap drums from a Honda below. Young blood posted by pilots, hoodie stitched with a flag. Hand buried in his waistband like he gripping his brag. He mutters if they try me, I'ma flip this whole scene. But his jaw got more sadness than the killer sheen. I walk slow, not parental, just a witness with math. Ask who signs the deposit when you choose that path. When your mama miss shifts for a bus to the trial, who collecting the clicks off your name for a while? He stares past my shoulder at the cranes in the sky, like he's seeing a tiny. He look from that high, I tell him, you gotta hustle, I can see in your stance. Aim that iron will, had a long-term chance. These trailers don't move themselves, these routes don't plan. You can run this yard legit, outgrow every cheap plan. Now weeks flip, I'm back through, see him scanning with a bag. Same hoodie, new focus, pulling weight like a dread. He say they still talk wild, but I clock in instead. I not once hear the chorus in the back of my head. Elsewhere in the city, boys still toast to collapse. But the ones who learn numbers, starting tying the traps. I don't sing nobody, we all flawed in the grind. I just rap like a ledger, line for line against time. If a dare sounds sweet, but it stains your king, walk back to the water, let it drown in the wind. If a deal feels sharp, aimed under your chin, turn sideways, keep stepping, let the shark spin. Portside courtroom, I ran my own mind. Raise your fist if you choosing a different design. We came from the alleys where the cold still sing. Now we stand in the open, making law our ring. Portside courtroom, no stunt, no mask, only verdict we honor. It's survive and surpass. Portside courtroom, no stunt, no mask, only verdict we honor. It's survive and surpass. Harbor bells hit midnight like a jury and still. All the stories that raise us never show the appeal. If the script that they sell you ends, you sunk in the phone. Tear the page into ribbons, stack your bricks, build home. Portside courtroom, hold dark our stand. Every scar on our knuckles, now we're part of the plan. From the cranes to the corners, let this echo ring. We choose breath, choose hustle, choose a sharper king. Portside courtroom, ink dry, head high. If the myth needs martyrs, let that false god die.
Truck light streak past the window. I chew dust, count rock. Dead of night to blame.
Late check-in off I-10, carpet tied, soda flat. Desk clerk half asleep scrolling, key cards stacked in the stack. Ice machine coughing in the hallway, distant TV on mute. Parking lot full of box trucks, quiet killers in boots. I drop duffel by the bed, frame contract spread on the sheet. Route lines drawn and highlighted, next month's bread on repeat. This that rest stop renaissance, diesel angels and rose. Ain't no velvet rope glitter, just fluorescent halos. Bending light on my face while I run through the split. If the numbers ain't honest, I ain't touching that hit. Real one is my cousin with the forklift shirt, not the dude in the comments in the counterfeit shirt. I remember being broke in a fast food hat, not a promoter sign wires before I touch his stack. He say talk about bodies, I say talk about who eats. If the verse don't uplift us, it ain't touching these beats. Gas station cross the frontage, hums blue in the black. Teenager sweeping the lot, hood up, spine bent back. He out my place, ask questions, says he need a big lane. Says if they play with me once, I'm a gun for they chain. I ask what you want, really, new hearse, a new life. He go quiet, looks down at his broom, grips it tight. If the move don't grow, you let it die out. If the flex ain't fool, what you lie about? If the deal feels staged for a fake crowd, walk past all that noise, hear them bout. Interstate quiet money, no parade, no plea. Just the hum of the ties and the code I keep. If you really about power, let your family fool. If the offer look bloody, that's a clown man's pull. Hands up for the checks, make clean, no blood. Whole room shake when we chant that good. Hand up for the checks, make clean, no blood. Whole room shake when we chant that good. Next week Atlanta outskirts, cheap neon buzz in the rain. Fly tape to the ice box, my name spelled plain. Inside promoter nervous, tries to shave my slice. I slide him the sign sheet, look once, blink twice. He fold fast, fix totals, ain't no see, no shout. That's enforcement with a pen, that's what grown talk about. Hit the stage, crowd loaded, phones lit, lungs loud. But I don't feed them fairy tales about a chalked out crowd. I talk cousins in kitchens, aunties bagging up plates. Talk my brother in rehab, choosing life over weight. Beat, knock, words, razor, they still bounce, still cheer. Hook, keep your circle and your conscience clear. Slide to Memphis by Morning Bridge, lights drip on the floor. Barbecue smoke in the Motel Drake, river slow. Studio in the back unit, egg crates on the wall. Local kid with a notebook, waiting out in the hall. He say they want me to cap, say I'm letting it fly. So tell what's really outside your eye. Till you blind with no doctor, your lights cut at 9. Till your pops on that bottle, your mom on that grind. If it's still cut you soft when you bleed, what's true. They was never who this music was for, my dude. He stepping, hit the mic raw, no disguise. You can hear whole neighborhoods in this line. If the script they hand you for renting it wrong, to the page right slow, make it lifelong. If a check want your soul just to sound strong, leave it there on the table, move along. Interstate quiet money, no parade, no plea. Just the hum of the ties and the code I keep. If you really about pilot, your family full. If the offer look bloody, that's a pay me full. Hands up for the wins that don't rot your gut. For the phones you would know with ski mixed up. Hands up for the wins that don't rot your gut. For the phones you would know when they scream act up. I seen killers and tears and fluorescent light. Seen tough rappers crumble when it came to real life. If your crown needs a grave, that throne ain't it. I want birthdays, reunions, grandkids, and grit. Interstate quiet money, chant that loud.
We don't sell our cash, just to hype some crap. If the game want blood, we finesse that twist. Turn the trigger to a signal, the weapons the real. Hands high for survival, with your morals intact. That's Gangsta in the future, everything else set. Everything else set.